Frankie, I got my orange shirt on.
Same.
You've got yours. We're at a very spooky place. It's a dead Circuit City. And it's filled with a pop-up store called Spirit Halloween. 50% excited to see the Halloween stuff, 50% excited to continue to see the decaying remains of a Circuit City.
100% horrified about what the prices are going to be.
Is this a high price venue?
Well, it's new. It's new Halloween stuff. It's not discounted. It's
See, you know, I'm not into buying the scary. I like decorating for Halloween, but I like the thematic, you know, the pumpkins.
the ghosts that say boo.
No, not even that. The things that you could easily transition to Thanksgiving if you
Gourds
just left
and
them
corn
out.
stalks
Sure,
and-
I don't think we're going to see a single one.
This is the first year they've actually covered the old Circuit City sign with like a full-size black board. It used to just be the Spirit Halloween sign draped over the Circuit City, and you could see it right through the sign.
This is an old style Circuit City. Before they went out of business, they started to re-outfit the exteriors as like a big ball.
The commercial
Yes.
with the plug
And this was still
This one didn't get the update.
going into the ground, sucking power from the earth.
When did the Circuit Cities close? It was a long time
probably
ago.
like 08 or 09.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
spooky. It's projection
There's a
clock.
clock, and then it's an eyeball. Like, you don't need a real shovel, you can put a fake shovel.
You know, I could buy a real shovel.
Shovel with tombstone is $99.99.
They try to sell you plastic versions of things that you could just use at home.
That's kind of scary. That's startling. It's because I stepped here, I think.
Oh, well, let's try that again.
I stepped on it and it didn't do anything. I think it's on a delay. So you see the thing, you think, oh, it doesn't work, whatever it is. And then you get, see, it's got good delay programming.
You don't want to be spooked on cue.
Yes. No effect right away.
No, you just reach in to grab candy. You don't even have to, like...
Oh, you don't even have to. This is a cool fake tree, right?
But it looks like all of your trees after the winter moths have had their way with them.
Holy crap, look at this stuff. You actually can start a swing.
They always do a really great display when you walk in, and it's always a different theme. This year it's hotel.
This is actually just entertaining to come to as like a Halloween scary thing.
John, are you trying to check into the spooky hotel?
I would. I think the rates would be low. All the elevators. That's so fun.
He's probably going to do something in a moment. Oh, that's that typical sound effect that we played on BoxMac.
It is actually. Whoa, look at him.
Live electric in there. A licensed electrician did not do this.
These are so creative.
That's that one royalty-free sound effect.
It's pretty scary.
I'm scared.
Dancy.
How can I not dance when I'm so scared? Remnants of the Circuit City. Right over here used to be the video games. Used to be the music CDs.
Remember like the car stereos and the home theater in the back? How they have the home theater set up? Or Junt Street. It's just light Halloween.
Look at this nice bowl. I didn't
high
expect to
price.
find any like kind of knickknackery.
Right. Oh, perfect.
But these are all big bucks. $13 for this wooden sign, which actually isn't that bad. $20 for this jack-o'-lantern, which is kind of nice.
Wouldn't you say that for knickknackery, Christmas tree shop is really the stop?
It is, but I'm not sure you'd have to find such a focused inventory. My mother usually made our costumes. She made all kinds of great ones. I was a computer for a couple years. I was a mummy one year. You know, that's very easy.
I had good stuff at home as well. My mom was a costume woman.
Yes, we've seen some of her handiwork on the various shows.
Frankie Frayne, Peter Pan. Christy, don't get in front of them.
Nina, what was the last year you dressed up for Halloween?
Other than this, we dress up fairly frequently, probably 2 years ago. Because we do Halloween runs. So one time Frankie and I were Batman and Robin. Another time I was Luigi.
Yeah.
Because it was an easy costume.
What about the last time you went trick-or-treating?
Too old. I was probably in like 7th grade.
Oh, I think I was like 21.
Yeah, 21.
We got some comments like, aren't you too old for trick-or-treating? I was way too old.
I always went way too late, even when I was very young. Like, we would keep going until like 10 o'clock. And once it hits like 9:30, people start being like...
People are like
knock
shutting
it
off the lights, the universal symbol.
I have the picture of you in the Al Gore mask.
You gotta cut it in.
We'll cut it in here.
Yeah. These are clearly like generic Joker equivalents.
This is just kind of a nice sweater.
It is a nice
If you
sweater.
weren't going to be Freddy Krueger.
Like-
Red and green sweater.
I suppose it's like if you did walk into a thrift store and tried to look for that exact sweater, it would
would-
probably
it
be
would-
harder to find than you think.
Yes. $25.
Because again, you need that particular sweater.
This kitty is not so much scary. This kitty's kind of cute.
This is kind of cute.
I feel like the style of cat is pet of a villain. Not necessarily villainous, but villain associated.
$17?
I
Kind of cool.
I think if it was supposed to be scary, it would have had teeth, it would have had glowing eyes.
That's legit scary.
Mutant rat, ergo huge.
Yeah. I'm kind of a fan of this stuff.
The lighting?
Just a couple years ago, you would have never seen this style. This is like DJ or light production lighting.
Now you can have it in your house.
Yeah, like this is actually really cool.
Do you think DIY haunted houses are more common?
I don't know.
We have that big one in Tiverton that is packed. They have police detail, and it's a big deal. They accept donations, and people love it.
It's just some guy.
I just love the visual effects of those two. Oh, a heart. Thank you, Nana.
This
$7.
Valentine's Day.
$7.
$7. You know, for a prop art, not terrible, right?
But you could also play the Gully Ma guy from Indiana Jones.
I could.
And then you would need it.
We need chains for a certain Halloween special that's coming up.
This is actually really cool.
So if I want these, $7.99.
Not bad.
Oh, that's an easy buy, right? We're finding what the exact thing they want you to find. You have an idea, you'll pay whatever.
You're seeing it. You're seeing it come to life.
Oh, this is great. I love this. We could not have found this had we not come here. Are you gonna get this hook too? Because I really like that hook. I like the look of that hook.
This goes in there.
Come in, we're
Dead inside. This is the aisle of disgusting things.
This is stuff that's meant to be like shocking.
There was a little while there in my teen years where if I saw a severed limb, I pretty much bought it.
Because we needed it.
Now, Nina, you are a medical professional. Could you please diagnose this man's troubles?
He's eyeless. There appears to have been an arrow in his head.
Okay, some damage to the ear. There's been some loss of flesh.
Yeah, some kind of atrophy, asphyxiation here.
Yeah.
Not to mention disembodied.
Oh, there's that too.
You know, I think some of the imagery here is so violent and grotesque that I'm surprised it's not in some kind of back room. I mean, look at this.
Wrapped up in barbed wire.
That's scary.
You imagine being left for dead like that?
Oh my God. It's awful.
That's a baby sucking on the thumb of
a dismembered hand. $40 for a babby.
Okay, all right.
Not actually for a finely formed foam babby. A hand is coming out of his mouth to claw at his face.
This is how you do sexy costume now. I think you used to go as an animal.
Yeah.
Now you put on kind of like a sexy or very pretty dress.
Masquerade.
LEDs have made all this possible.
When did LEDs become commodified? You know,
Past 2 or 3 years. Well, that's why you get stuff like those lights over there. It's just LEDs, and they just put a little lens in front of them. Intricate hammer. That's actually what it's called.
intricate hammer. See that?
It's intricate, and it actually is reasonably intricate.
Yeah, well, otherwise you're just gonna end up with some gray hammer.
Yeah, they could sell me gray hammer.
They've made weapons that don't exist in real life.
This is hard to build if you actually wanted to build
Saw blade weapon.
this prop.
Mick Foley would have this weapon, but then he would only hit you with the butt of it.
He would hit himself.
Go ahead, cut off my arm. You could get some fake blood and start spurt.
How do you feel about fake eyes on a mask and then you see through behind the eyes?
I don't care for it. Eyeline is important.
Yes, that's right.
Nina's chained. I love it. It's just an American flag beanie. It's not particularly costumey.
Something tells me it wasn't meant to be shelved here.
A POW beanie.
How?
Psycho Jack-o'-lantern big mouth mask. I bet it's big bucks. They all have great names, very accurate names. We're into the hats department. Oh, that's cool.
Well, ladies like something tiny.
Tiny things, very cute.
Right.
Yeah.
As if that's practical in the least.
Yes.
As if that hat would stay on that head.
It wouldn't. That's why they're giving you clips.
Excellent. There's something a little bit racist about that.
Look, I didn't put it in the Halloween store. Chinese bamboo hat. I mean, it's good for other things besides being Chinese. That's kind of cute.
Speaking of racist.
Oh my gosh. That's direct racism. Direct. Well, I guess this is too. It's all that. But do you get a little bit of a pass on Halloween for that? No?
In my early filmmaking days, I had the need for good-looking wigs.
You were big into wigs.
And I learned quickly that none of them look good.
No, they don't.
Spiked green wig.
Similar to human hair. Washable, ready to wear. Blonde god wig. Some of these, I don't really know who they're supposed to be. Like brown afro.
Well, it's just an afro.
Is that it? This guy, this looks like Anderson Cooper to me. Who's this?
Mr. Millionaire.
No, but who is he emulating?
I think just businessman. Look who it is. A very happy birthday.
It's a very nice hat. Costume departments would love this stuff, right?
Granted, Amazon would probably do you just as well, but you gotta,
cheaper.
But you gotta try it
But
on.
there's something about seeing it, and like physical retail is still a very valuable thing.
Sexy Where's Waldo.
Where's Waldo branded Wenda?
A Waldo with tits.
Trendy. It's from the accurate labeling department. Look, we've got candidate mask, candidate wig, comb over candidate.
Comb over candidate. That girl lingerie.
Spicy. Just underpants.
Ooh, I kind of want some Power Rangers underpants.
These are where you can just buy the t-shirt, and the t-shirt's kind of your costume.
Yeah.
Frankie, was this a movie film? Five Nights at Freddy's?
It's some kind of game. Emily's kids are crazy for it.
Really?
Five Nights at Freddy's is a game. Plays us to survive the night from Freddy.
A whole genre of entertainment, completely out of my scope of view.
The Zelda section, you guys. When I was a kid, you had to piece together with green t-shirts.
This is officially branded.
We saw the Batgirl lingerie, but there's also kind of like classy Batgirl, you know?
They did a thing where they showed like babies' costumes all the way through
Right.
teenagers, and it just gets sexier and sexier. Like, this is cheeky.
An adult could go with that. I think they do want to get some of the market of like, I don't want to go totally sexy. I want to be cute.
Mormons, for the Mormons.
I'm afraid it was the Mormons. Yes, the Mormons were the crack dancers.
The first year that Harley Quinn has actually been in a film in the flesh.
Yeah.
Harley Quinn beanie.
It's interesting that this whole section of the store is direct branded merchandise.
Yes.
The other half is like clear knockoff.
Well, you can go with cheap or you can go with licensed.
Direct cosplay stuff and
you
Warcraft
wanna
stuff
wear
from
it, we're gonna
a very popular Warcraft movie.
From the very Chinese Warcraft movie.
Evil Swan Boat. That's so bizarre. Look at all these little kid costumes. Toddler size.
And they're basically the adult costumes,
Yeah,
but
sure.
women are bumblebees, for instance, and princesses.
Sure.
And
Getting
witches.
them ready to be the sexier versions later on.
There's not a lot of grown men that are parrots or lawn gnomes.
He's a content skeleton. He's not a happy skeleton.
The Monster High costumes. Unrealistic expectations of your Monster High.
Can be a crayon.
You know, in a couple decades, this is gonna be like a century old.
There's no one dressing up as like Victorian women. I don't see that costume anywhere. That is pretty cute.
Instead of going for like traditional girl costumes, they've just gone ahead and made a lot of the traditional boys ones available for girls.
I think that's a great idea.
Pink
That's-
Doctor.
Very specifically a pink doctor.
But, Nina, don't they have pink scrubs?
Yeah, but it doesn't make them a pink doctor.
They have to have other colors too.
Maybe they mean gynecologist.
What is this?
This you just buy the bodysuit and then you add your own tutu and gloves and whoever you want to
Well,
do.
that could be fun.
But I don't know why it's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles branded. I mean,
Right. To mark it up.
Mark it up, 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 mark it up.
We've got little jammies, Batman and Superman themed for my nephews.
Uh-huh.
But I have a new nephew.
Oh,
That begs the question, which hero will he be?
yes.
Nina's decided Spider-Man, but to me that's like going from DC to Marvel unnecessarily.
Ooh, that's a bit of a stretch.
But I think that's the next biggest property.
If they had gotten a girl, Wonder Woman, and then it would have been the Trinity.
Yeah.
We have all of this toxic liquid in our
Yeah.
basement still.
You gonna be using it again for this year?
I don't think so.
No.
Dangerous.
But I mean, we could. The first one I got was a bum unit.
That's right.
And I had to run it back the day before shooting.
Ouija board.
Ouija everything, because it's a movie franchise now. Did you forget that it used to be a Circuit City? Did that ever leave your mind?
No, never. You can see like the building is not aging gracefully. A lot of lights are out. They're trying to sell me products. It's clearly meant to evoke classic cinema, right?
Yeah, these are things that you can buy online if you don't see them here. Kind of
Got
like
a very nice, creepy building.
There is a difference between a pose and stay skeleton and just a standard issue off the rack skeleton.
Now we have a pose and stay, right?
No, actually, I think he's just kind of a dangly.
Like the one of these.
Yeah, he's just this guy.
ours is more of a pose and fall.
They randomly flicker. They're LED, and they probably got some intentional circuitry in them that makes them stay on and then flicker on and off.
A nice fogging skull pile.
That's pretty cool. All this stuff's pretty cool. A little light-up Halloween skull, but it has no batteries.
A little skull.
A little skull. Tabletop skull. Very accurately named.
Do you kind of want one?
No.
Some green spider web.
Ooh.
We had to buy a few bags for this year.
Yep.
Because some of your house is meant to be abandoned.
All right. Understandable.
Did you read the script?
No.
I guess the point is that it goes in the dark.
Whoa, that's awesome. You ever play with this stuff when you were a kid? Did your parents ever allow it?
Oh, hell no. If we ever got like one of those light up sticks at like a fair or something.
Yeah.
One time, Will and I cracked one open in the backseat of the car, and my dad had a conniption.
One time, we opened one and sprayed it around my sister's room. And it looked amazing until the lights came up and then there's this goop everywhere.
And you can't really get it up.
No. It's kind of like a paint, almost.
Nina donated to the Children's Hospital.
In Junt's name.
What'd you pay in total?
$40. It was about $37 after a $5. I also give a $5 donation.
Really cool stuff in there. Fun to see the old decaying Circuit City still living on in some way.
It's weird that they don't want to use this real estate for a year-round store.
Probably there's no interest in it because you'd have to tear it all down and rebuild it.
It'd be really expensive to re-outfit the exterior. Yeah, as of the 09 crash, this little area stopped doing so hot.
Yeah, but there's still a lot of stuff around here. We got a dead OCB right there. Give a shout out to dead OCB.
That's Spirit
That's
Halloween.
Spirit Halloween. Happy Halloween.
popcorn balls.
Nina loves popcorn balls. And
does she really?
Often orders them on Amazon. You're all juiced up about these popcorn balls.
But you're much more excited about these than you were about the consoles.
How do you eat popcorn balls? You double fist them.
$15 for a
That's
package of M&M's.
Holy crap.
2 pounds at Walmart, which is 10 ounces less than this, is $8.99.